All right, everybody, welcome back to another Antares Shipyard live stream. This will be our first match for today. We had a technical issue going on earlier. It sounds like from my conversations with Chris that everything has been figured out on his end. So hopefully we'll be bringing you those two matches today as well. And that should round out the TNG League. But right now, we've got a match going on between Andrew and Tristan from the Lower Decks division. They are actually battling it out today for a spot in the DS. This is a spot for promotion to the DS9 League. So let's get into their fleets. Players are still setting the board up. So Andrew's fleet, he is running the Soong uh, with Captain Lore. He's running a fleet captain on that, so Lore has been boosted up to an 8. Ocular implants and technological distinctiveness. That first ship is coming in at 50 SP. His second ship is the Regent's flagship with Captain James T. Kirk, multi-targeting phaser banks, aft phaser emitters, mirror universe version of Hikaru Sulu, and Alyssa Ogawa. And that ship is also 50 SP. So both of his ship captains are sitting at skill 8s. Tristan, his first ship is coming in at 49 SP. He is running the Hirogen hunting vessel with Car. And I have a filler here because I don't actually have a scan of this card yet. But that is Kayafat Amansor, the Admiral. So that's a +1, raising Car up to a 9. Improved reflector screens, energy dissipator, Federation photon torpedoes, and then Gorn Trooper. That's actually increasing Car another +1, going up to 10 captain skill. All right. Tristan's second ship is the USS Grissom, running the, I believe that is the Klingon Independent Fleet Captain with Calvin Hudson. So Fleet Captain is boosting Calvin Hudson up to a skill 6. He's got Think Fast. William T. Riker from the Hood expansion. Lojor. Kelvin Universe Nyota Uhura. Captured. Phase and Cloaking Device. Maltz. MRES. And that is coming in at 33 SP. And his third ship coming in at 18 SP is Mirok Science Vessel with the Natra and Nanclus. Alright, sounds like they are getting ready to... Yeah, looks like the board is set up, so let's get right on into them. We'll bring them in here. Get the camera turned. Just in time. The intro is complete. You guys have the floor. Have a good game.
All right. Yeah. Good game. I hope everything goes according to plan. That way.
Always the issue.
Alright, so they are setting their dials now. We are in round 1. Looks like Tristan has 3 dials set. Oh, let's zoom the map out a little so we can get Andrew's ships in here. Looks like Andrew placed 3 obstacles, and Tristan placed a planet. Tristan did win initiative this round, so he's starting off round 1 with that. So, I do know that one of Tristan's big strategies is to get the energy dissipator
I am all
off.
set when you are.
Oh, here we go.
All right.
We got revealing of dials. The Grissom reveals a 2 straight green.
Grissom moving 2 forward and will discard Maltz to move those 3 aboard the Hirogen hunting vessel. Mirok's science vessel will move 2 forward. Gauge the cloak.
All right, taking a gentle approach, and I know Tristan. He's trying to get the energy dissipator off.
Takes it to your fleet.
Andrew.
All right, let's start with the Regent's flagship. It's doing a 2-bank right, which is right.
Oh.
That's the wrong ship, so we're going to press undo. And click the right ship. And it's going to do the Captain Kirk action. I'm choosing a battle stations token. And then I'm performing the Alyssa Ogawa action, which consists only of an evade, because I do not have a disabled upgrade token.
So you can do Ogawa's action without having a disabled token to remove.
Right, because it's all that stuff is optional. It's like
Yeah, no, I totally, I totally believe you. It's just I'm confirming because it's actually, relevant to a, rough build idea I had with some of the new Vulcan stuff.
Yeah, I mean, if we have a judge handy, it might be actually good to really nail that down before we get too far into this.
Yeah, I mean, it's certainly not immediately relevant to this turn, but
If you guys want, I can ping a judge and we can get one in quickly.
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
that's probably.
I will do that.
Just to be absolutely sure, make sure I haven't been cheating the whole time. So the Sung is doing a 1 forward. It's green. After it moves, it's going to use the Fleet Captain ability to give the Regent's flagship a 1 maneuver, which is going to be a 1 bank left. And then for the Sung's action, it's going to use Technological Distinctiveness to get a mission token, and that's its turn.
Okay. Trojan hunting vessel moves forward or 2 and takes a battle station.
Yes, sir.
Okie
Oh, is this our judge?
Yeah, Scott's here.
Yeah, so it's just a quick question. Alyssa Ogawa here. I was using her with Kirk, and we just want to confirm that even if I do not have a disabled upgrade token to remove from a card, I can still use the rest of her ability.
Can you spell her out for me? I'm pulling her up on Utopia.
Oh, sure. Yeah, it's spell the name.
Yeah.
Alyssa.
Okay. One moment.
Should be a mirror crew member.
Yep.
And then Tristan, it looks like we're not going to be shooting this round, so unless you have any in the end phase, I'll just go ahead and clean up.
Yep, that's what I was already starting to do.
Oh, we started with the excellence.
Can you say the question again? It's Alyssa Ogawa and then which Kirk, I believe you said?
It's animated Kirk, but basically it's just, can you use Ogawa's ability for action if you don't have a disabled upgrade token to remove?
Because it says remove a disabled token from one of your tech or crew upgrades, and then perform a scan or evade. So that dictates that the first part must be completed so that the second part can be done.
All right.
Let
me check.
If it was just an and, you'd be clear to do it, but and then implies that the first part has to happen before the second can.
All right. Thank you very much.
No problem.
All right.
Have a good game, guys.
Thanks. Well, I hope that does not cancel your build idea.
I mean, it makes the build idea a little trickier because they're in. But but it's good to it's good to know and look into other things, other ways to do something with
Hello.
it.
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, hey, Brian. Scott jumped in and got it.
All right, perfect. I just seen it, so I thought I'd jump in. Right, I'll leave these two then.
All right. Okay, so we had a judge jump in and answer a question about the Alyssa Ogawa ability paired with the animated Kirk. Because Alyssa Ogawa's ability states that you have to remove a disabled and then.
I'm all set.
That's the key word there. And then you get to use her ability, which is a scan or. Well, let me look. It is a scan or evade. Since he didn't have a disabled token to use, he can't use that second part of the card. Alright, so moving into round 2, got planning phase going. Andrew has got initiative. Looks like dials are down. I expect, again, Tristan to try and keep his distance. He definitely wants to get the energy dissipator off. And Andrew wants to close the distance because both of
I think I'm good.
Gotcha.
Both of his
All right,
ships
whenever you're ready.
are heavy hitters. So he definitely wants to get in there.
All right, we'll start with Mirox.
Okay, so he does a bank 3 to the left.
Bank.
Or, I'm sorry, bank 1 to the left. Looks like he's contemplating his action. The sensor echo does not complete, so he can undo it. That one does complete.
Just sensor echo. Back here.
Okay. The Oberth also does a bank 1 to the left. He may be looking at trying to use... Oh, he used malts in round 1. Okay. So he used malts to beam over Imres, Lojor, and Riker onto the Heroic hunting vessel.
One bank.
Let me get that updated.
Gauges. Its cloak.
Riker.
Your fleet.
Right. We will start with the Regent's flagship again. This time it's doing a 3 bank left, which is right. Choose the correct ship. Do that. Alright, so we are in range of everybody. Okay. Sorry, go ahead and I got all I need. So
I think you're a little shy of being in range of the.
okay. Yeah, I can't. But they're both cloaked, so I can't target lock them anyways.
You could target lock the Grissom because it just cloaked this turn, but it is out of your. But it is out of your arc. It is out of your range.
Sure. But nope. I'm gonna do the Kirk action with Sulu this time. So we're gonna get a battle stations token. Then we're gonna disable Sulu to get a target lock and perform a battle stations action. And we're target locking the Hirochi hunting vessel.
That's the only thing that you can.
Two of those there? Good idea. And then your ship doing the 3 straight, which is green.
Okay.
I better make sure I'm in range. Okay, I am in range 2, so that's good. Yes. Alright, so after moving, I'm going to give the Regent's flagship another maneuver because it's right in the middle of everything. I'm going to gamble with a 1 bank left.
Okay.
And as for the Soong's action, it's going to be another technological distinctness. Because I don't think I'm in range of. No, definitely.
All right. Rojan hunting vessel.
Oh, look
Bank in. Be in range 1 of.
Oof. That's gonna hurt.
Range 1 of Kirk. Out of Kirk's arc.
at that. Don't even need a hurrah this turn.
Will take a battle station.
All right. So that's a advantageous position for
Or
Tristan.
remains fully out of range of anybody.
Let's get the camera zoomed in a little more.
So we will start with the with Carr, who will fire his energy dissipators. He will disable Loger instead of disabling the energy dissipators.
Mhm.
So those are 3 dice base, +1 for Denatra, +1 for Carr being a higher captain skill.
For those of you watching on the stream, if you
And
guys
the Regent,
notice,
I believe, gets 1 defense die.
Yep, 1 big threatening defense die.
if you guys notice any lag, please let me know in the chat. I'm using a new computer.
So there are 3 hits there. So the energy dissipator is definitionally going to go through.
Oh.
So there's that.
So this will lower. This immediately disables the Regent's shields.
Awesome.
And prevents him from shooting this turn. Because I did no damage with that attack, the Hirojan hunting vessel gets a battle station and a target lock. And makes a follow-up attack with its primary weapon. That is base 4, +1 for range, +1 for Denatra, +1 for being higher captain skill. So,
Yep.
7 dice.
Very nice.
7 dice, near perfect
I will
quality.
re-roll this blank with
Okay.
with Carr. And I will. Let's see, how many?
7 hull.
7 hull. There's 1. So that's. Loger got re-enabled in that. I will disable Gorn Trooper to re-roll another blank.
Interesting. So that's lowering the
All right.
captain skill.
And spend my battle stations So that is 4 hits and 2 crits.
Okay. I'm going to re-roll this because I rolled too soon before. And naturally, now it's a blank. All right, so that is 1, 2, 3, 4 hits and 2 crits. And that's not looking good for the Regent's flagship. 2,
Yep. We'll see what the crits are.
3, 4. Crit number 1. Crit number 2. Console fire and engine room fire. So my
Okay.
turns are red. And start our combat phase, I roll an attack die. A hit result is 1 damage. As an action, I can flip it face down.
All right. The it would be Kirk's shot, but he can't take one because of energy dissipator. So I will take a shot with the Grissom. 2 dice base. +1 for Denatra. And I will discard Think Fast. Disable Captured to add 1 more. That is 2 hits. I think that is definitionally going to blow up the Regent's flagship.
It absolutely is. I get a chance. I pull out 1 more damage card, but that is it.
That is all she
that
wrote
is
for that one.
7 damage. 5 hits, 2 crits. Oops, I just threw it away. No, don't go away, cards. Kaboom! So, that match.
Well, let's see
No longer
here.
And next it would. Oh, I guess we. Yes, and had no shot. Okay, so I guess it's end phase.
Let's see. All right. So, Tristan did exactly what he wanted to do. With the energy dissipator. And the cool thing is he's got Lojor, so Lojor was disabled this round, enabling him to be able to be used again. Because the Soong, assuming Andrew's going to try and close the distance here, even if he does a 3 bank to the left to put him on the other side of the planet, all the Hirogen hunting vessel really has to do is move forward 3 or 4, and it should be barely within range 1. If not, he can always activate Uhura this round to extend the range of the energy dissipator up to range 2. So I would expect to see another energy dissipator shot this round, going into round 3. Tristan also has initiative this round. Not that it's going to matter too much, as Tristan's going to be firing first. I'm working on getting you the stats, Scott. Let's see. We're just waiting on dials to be set. Looks like Andrew is all ready to go. Waiting on Tristan. He's still doing his planning. I'll tell you, this computer is not super new. It was definitely donated by Dan Ward. He just had it kind of sitting around. When he said, "Hey, if you can use it, come get it," and it turned out it had a pretty good graphics card in it. At least it's an older graphics card, but it's better than the stock computer I was using. Yep, the links for the fleets, if you type exclamation mark and their name, the bot will pop the leets out, or the fleets, not the leets. So exclamation mark Andrew, exclamation mark Tristan, and that'll pop the fleets into the chat for you. All right. Well, the chat definitely did not register the spaces I put in there, but okay, that's fine. There's your answer, Scott. If you need to know more, let me know. I can send you the. I have screenshots of what everything from the diagnostic screen. But it seems to be running fast on my end. The player pings are super. I'm excited to see how the game tomorrow will look with this brand new computer. With Brian being in the UK, some of the ping issues I was having with our guys up in the UK, but I'm hoping this solves that completely. Alright, so it looks like Tristan's still working on the planning phase. Here come... Nope. Awesome. I'm super happy. I'm glad. Yeah, Dan Ward, Psy guy, he definitely deserves the shout out here. He gave it to me for free, and it's working out super.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, for real. My old computer, the CPU percentage was running at like 60% when I was streaming.
Going to
This
start
one's
with
running at
the-
10%. Alright, the Romulan science vessel does a 2-bank green.
I don't think that's quite going to accomplish what I was hoping for it to do, but Sinatra will take an evade.
It looks like the Oberth is doing a bank 1 green. I'm fairly surprised that he hasn't activated.
And I just blanked on what I wanted to do at the start of the activation phase.
There it is.
Would you let me trigger Uhura at this point?
Oh, yeah. Sure. Yeah. I dodged a bullet last time with it, so sure.
All right, thank you. Yeah, Uhura, at the start of the activation phase, Uhura triggers on the HHV. Grissom rolls in this way and takes an evade of its own.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Here comes the Soong.
Honestly, it's hard for me to remember which of these do stuff at the start of the phase and which do it when they actually activate. So,
Yeah, I think that's one of the things that
5 whites. I'm not going to get my free action. Oof.
5
And I
white.
don't think I'm going to get. That's going to be rough. All right, so I'm going to try to evade the Heroic Hunting Vessel by doing a hate to lose my action potentially, but I'm going to anyways. I'm going to do a 1 bank left.
All right, that is a bump.
That does in fact overlap. So that's the end of my turn.
And I really should have done a bank with the Herogen.
Oh, interesting. Here we go. Okay.
But I will. I'll take my battle stations here. Her. Well, you can.
Fleet captain's the rescue on that one.
Looks like I got 1 target, which is going to be the science vessel. So
Sorry, I should have an evade token next to it. I'm not sure where that went.
Oh, did I sit on top of it maybe? Yes, I did. There we go.
There we go.
There we go.
All right.
That's funny. It usually leans when it sits on something. All right. Yeah. So let's do. So it's going to be 6 dice primary plus. Well, let me count up 6. 1, 3.
Okay, so we've got a pretty good attack coming. All he needs to get through are 2 hits, and that'll take care of Mirok's science vessel. I think Tristan was hoping to get within range to use an Anclus, but wasn't able
1,
to.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Wasn't able to get there.
Plus 1 for range 1, plus 2 for having 2 technological distinctiveness mission tokens. Right amounts. Should be a total of 9 dice. That's 1, 2, 3, 9. Yes. Okay. Here we go. And no mods. Alrighty, so
That's pretty good for no mods.
For no mods, yeah.
5 hits and a crit.
1 crit and 5. Yeah. And sadly, cloaking can still wipe it all out.
6, so 6 damage. That'll take out the science vessel.
Just 1 evade token.
That's rough.
Alright, well,
That's green dice not being helpful at all.
It was not likely for the science vessel to survive that.
Yeah, and it did its job, right?
Yeah.
So that leaves us with the Grissom.
Yep.
Alright.
It'll fire 2 dice.
There's like a hit and a blank.
One hit.
Okay. I roll 1 die, so let's see what it can do. Apparently, this big ship managed to evade it.
1 evade. Alright, heading back into planning, or in-phase planning phase.
Okay.
Moving into round 4. Andrew will have initiative this round if any
Did I not
issues come
reveal
up.
that it was a 5 straight? Or did I just flip it over again for some reason? Anyways.
Probably got flipped somewhere in the mix.
Okay, let's get this camera moved over just a tad bit so we can see the board edge. There we go. Alright, so let's see here. I believe the Herogen hunting vessel does have a come about. Yes, it is a 3 red come about. So he could pull that. I don't know where Andrew's going to try and go with the Soong. If he goes straight, there's a possibility that his template will either just nick the ring of that obstacle, or he might just cozy right up next to it and not
I only got
even
one
touch it.
dial. I have no excuse.
Looks like 2 dials are set. I believe we are waiting on Andrew's dial. So yeah, I would expect a round of comeabouts
All right,
for
all set.
Tristan's ships. And I'm
All
interested to see
right.
what Andrew's going to do here.
Anticipating
Uh-oh.
you possibly trying to. Whoops! That is not. I'm supposed to be the. Supposed to be this one.
Oh, did you have the wrong direction? Yeah. So
Um,
you would not. Yeah, that's obvious. You would not just turn away with the chance that I might turn around and get your left.
yeah, so it's going to turn in this way in an effort to
Okay, that makes sense. He did a hard 2
keep you
left.
in arc if you do like a 5 straight 8 this way. And it will take an evade.
Okay. You definitely guessed correctly. I am definitely doing. What did I put here? I am doing a 5 straight. The tricky part is, I don't know if it's going to overlap. It's really close.
It looks to me like it overlaps, like your movement overlaps the template overlaps the.
Yeah. You know what? Let me try doing a 1 straight just to see if it lands on the base.
Good idea.
And then we can judge it by the indents, right?
Oh, very much.
Yeah.
That back indent looks like it is too close to call, but then it might be out for. Yeah. I mean, sure. Yeah. So we will call that an overlap. And let's first undo this, then do the correct maneuver, 5 straight. Am I still on the board? Yes. Let's do everything in the proper order. So next we need to roll for the obstacle. Nothing. Excellent.
No damage, but also no action.
No action, but
You can still use the extra maneuver from your Indie Fed fleet captain.
I better do a bank because I'm not going to be able to hit anybody this turn anyways. All right. All done.
All right, and the Herogen, of course, is going to bring itself about.
When we come to end phase, planning phase, I will check the time on this round. Okay, so there's that come about that I was thinking that we were going to see from the Herogen hunting vessel. I believe we've got combat.
All right. So is the person going to shoot?
Oh, yeah, it does have arc, doesn't it? Yeah, it's going to shoot.
All right, here we go.
Might as well try and.
Got to
One
whittle
hit.
it down somehow, right?
Yep.
I have very measly defense, so it's always worth it. In
Battle
fact,
station.
none there, so that's going to be 1 shield destroyed. And that should take us to the next.
All right, moving into round 5. Initiative is back over to Andrew. In the event that there's any issues that needs to solve. And the time. Excuse the blue hand. Boop, 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 boop. We've got 26 minutes left in this match.
Oops, I guess I should put it next to my ship.
Alright, it looks like in that time, dials have been set. Both competitors feeling pretty confident in what they're doing.
Wait, actually, hold on a second.
Uh-oh. Andrew going back to make sure he's got his plan down pat.
Yeah. Okay, now I really am all set.
All right.
Alright, looks like the Oberth's doing another turn 2 left. White maneuver.
Grissam's going to follow you, take an evade.
Right? So I'm just doing a 4. Come about. 4.
Let's get it on the screen here.
Do we want to do something different on top of that? No, I'm going to stay put. Hope that I'm out of range.
Now we are. Looks like we are range 3. So you do get a.
Yeah.
Oh,
I meant.
yeah.
Alright, 2 green.
He'll do a 2 forward to clear his.
Quite honestly surprised that he didn't try maybe just going 4 forward, coming all the
Clear
way in,
his
and then
ox,
clearing the ox the
and
next round.
take a battle station.
Okay. So then if it's combat phase time, then we'll do a range 3 Hail Mary. 6 base plus 2 for technological distinctiveness.
Not cloaked, but I
You
do
still
have.
all fun things. Alright, so that's going to give us a hit and 2 crits.
Hit and 2 crits.
2 crits. 4 defense dice.
2 evades.
Evade 2. Spend an evade token. No
Gotcha.
damage.
Alright.
And I will respond with 2 dice of my own.
1 hit, 1 battle station.
You get an extra defense die for range 2,
Well,
but you don't need it.
So that is evaded as well.
okay, so that should be the end of this round.
Moving into round 6. Initiative flips back over to Tristan.
Looks to me like I am like the Hirogen is just in range 2 as Uhura comes back online, so
Okay.
technically this happens after dials are set. I'm going to do it now so I don't forget. Trigger her again.
Alright, so the Soong Soong's got an Ox powered token. I would assume that he's going to move, do a green maneuver, get rid of that Ox power, and then with his fleet captain do another maneuver to try and close the distance. Or he can try and stay range 3 from the Heroic hunting vessel, but with Tristan activating Uhura, that allows for the energy dissipator to be used at range 2. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see. Oh man, he could do a forward 4. I think the biggest problem if he does is he runs the risk of getting too close and having the Soong maybe do a forward 5, or going as fast as it can, to try and zoom by past the Heroic hunting vessel. So he may benefit from trying to
I think this makes the most sense. So that's what
bank 3 to the right with the Alpha, or with the Heroic hunting vessel, to try and maybe keep the Soong in arc. Again, I may be under or overestimating my measurements in my head here, but I do believe, and I don't exactly remember what the fastest maneuver is on the Soong. I can actually look. Why don't I do that?
All right, ready?
Yep, all set.
Grissom, as a white maneuver, will
It does have a 6, but it's red,
come
so I
about
won't do that.
3, anticipating you'll probably go further forward than that, and will take an evade.
Oh man.
There we go.
Is going to give up on actions entirely and just do a 5 straight. Now that puts me there. I'm going to use a fleet captain maneuver. Do what exactly, though? I guess it doesn't really matter at this point. I think your bigger arc has me no matter what, but I'm going to do one bank right.
That might just have saved you.
Oh no.
No. Oh man.
Wow.
I will. Neither of us have a shot, but he'll target lock you.
Wow. So there's
And the Grissom will take a range 2 shot at you.
kind of what I was talking about.
1 hit.
Grissom rolls a hit.
1 hit. 1 defense die. For 1 evade.
1 evade. 1-1.
Whew.
That's kind of what I was talking about.
All right.
Had he banked the Heroic hunting vessel to the right, I think he would have had him in arc for that energy dissipator, but fearing not. Alright, so now the big question is time. Let's check time. Blue hand. We are sitting at 17 minutes. big question is, can Andrew maneuver his Soong around in time to maybe take out the Herodian hunting vessel, which would put him over. Um, that would put him over the threshold, over 50, because I believe that is 49 points.
Let me know when you're ready.
I'm super overthinking it. But I'm going to go with this. Okay, all set.
All right, dials are down. Here we go.
Grissom is going to move
For
2 forward.
2.
Take an evade.
All right.
Soon.
Soon. Now, the words say red, but note the color is green, and the card actually says...
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen a 2-bank red.
That would be a terrible, terrible dial. All right, so there's our 2-bank. Gets rid of our ox, which is good.
Yeah, that'd be a typo on my end.
And there's not really much else to do except to point the right direction. So we're going to do a fleet captain 1 right turn. And as an action, we're going to target lock the Herodian hunting vessel. And ocular implants gives me a free battle stations extra when I do that. That is my turn.
All right. Let's see if I actually... I might have spoiled things for myself.
Ooh, a 3 come about. That is a bump.
I do not quite clear.
Oh, that's rough.
That is...
That is tough. I think even like just a millimeter over, and it might have fallen in the gap in the front. You know.
I almost did a 3 forward with the Grissom. This is gonna kill me. I might survive. I might survive this shot, but now I don't have a way to turn around and face you.
Yeah, this is where I feel like a bit like a bully, because that's going to be 6 dice primary. 2, 8, 4, 6. Plus 2 from technological distinctiveness, plus 1 for range, with a target lock and battle stations.
It is definitely an odd-looking ship.
On the Herodian hunting vessel. Okay,
Oh, man.
so who do we want to spend target lock? We're going to
We've got
reroll
3
this
hits
blank
and 2 crits.
and this blank. Target
2
lock.
battle stations, 2 blanks.
And so this one is nothing.
Gets another hit
And
out of
then
that
I will
reroll.
spend battle stations for these 2 results.
All right.
2, 4, 5, 6.
Cancel 1 hit from the improved deflector screens.
Okay.
And
So we're still looking at 5 hits and 2
3
crits.
defense dice.
Got 1 evade.
2 evades.
2 evades, that's 2 more hits gone.
It's like I'm going to survive the initial shot. If I had completed the turn, but then let's see.
3 hits, 2 crits, so that should...
So it's 3 hits and 2.
1 crit to my shields down, 1 crit to my hull. Warp core breach, of course.
Oh. All right.
Oh man. Right. Shall the Grissom be retaliating? Oh, yes.
Oh,
All
hey,
right,
crit!
well, the most you can ask of it, right?
One evade.
Evade the hit, but crit goes to shields. All right, so I spent this target lock, and I believe that takes us to the planning phase.
All right. Eventful. Very eventful combat phase there. Moving into end phase, planning phase for round 7. Initiative goes back to Tristan. There hasn't really been any. Yeah. Let's see if they remember to roll for the warp core breach. Um, well, there was at one
You don't
time the
keep
very first game that I
tokens
streamed.
across the turn, right? It was this
Yeah.
evade. Like, just want to take it away, because I know that there are some cards that do that.
There's that very first game that I streamed for Fremont. That was Christopher Peters versus I think it was Sam Statman, and they both had warp core breaches, and they both rolled crits at the same time, and both their ships exploded, and that's how the game ended. But yeah, 1 in 8 odds. Warp core breaches are generally, I don't fear them when I get them. I'm fairly confident, but in my own personal experience, that hampered me at Nationals in
Oh
2019,
yeah, you
where
need to roll for the warp for reach
I got
first.
my warp
Suppose
core
we
breach
do.
and then blew my scimitar up the
During
next
the
round.
planning phase. You know, one of those super specific timings that just says, during the planning phase at some point.
Yeah, I'm good. I mean, I'm still going to. You're still going to blow me up this turn, but I don't blow up to the warp core breach.
I'm assuming he ruled the battle station.
The principle.
Okay. So, looks like dials are down. I'd be interested to see what Tristan does here with that Ox power token on the Herodian vessel. To see what he does. I believe Andrew. I think the right call for him is to bank to the right, because I don't think there's any way for the Herodian hunting vessel to even dodge that arc.
Okay.
Grissom does a 2 come about white.
Grissom comes about. And takes a target lock.
Okay. That means it's my turn. I'm going to do a 1 forward. Realize it now that I should have done something. Oh, no, I guess, no, I probably have enough room. I'm going to try a 1 turn to the right. Hey, cool. And sadly, that lines me up perfectly for the target lock battle stations combo.
Okay.
Yeah, that was, for what it's worth, that's the one I meant to do. Neither one going to change things.
Alright, so it does a gentle 1 to the left. The Heroic hunting vessel.
I'll
Again, as I said, I don't think there's any way for him to escape the arc.
take an
The parts
evade.
he's got.
Yeah. Alright, so I guess it's combat phase, and I don't think you have any 360 weapons, so that would be...
Nope. I mean, I've got a weapon that could be fired out of a rear arc if I had one.
Yeah, it's a real bummer those ships don't have.
Not at this range, though. Ugh.
It is still...
So many opportunities to get the damn Soong in arc, and I missed them all.
1, 2, 3.
Definitely
6,
think
7, 8, 9.
that bump is hurting him.
All right.
Wow. Okay.
Well, wish you had rolled like that last time.
Got a hit and a crit.
Won't last.
Okay, so I'm gonna spend the target lock to re-roll these 4. Oh boy,
Okay.
that should do it. So that's blank, but that's not gonna do anything. And then I have battle station spend for 2, 3. Oops. 4. So that's gonna be 5 hits and no, 6 hits and 2 crits.
Way more than I could possibly evade.
But the Grissom gets to shoot.
Okay. Some rolls a hit and a blank.
I'll re-roll the blank with my target lock.
Uh-huh.
Oh, actually, I get 1 more die for...
For range 1, right?
Another hit.
Alright, so 2 versus my 1 evade die, which comes up blank. So that's going to be 2 damage to shields. I have 1 shield left. This one's better. Yeah.
Okay.
Did you spend the target lock just now?
Yeah.
So, the Heroic hunting vessel,
Ah,
I believe, is worth 49. So that'll definitely put him up and over. Put him up to 67.
no.
67 to 50.
Definitely a better showing than I had last time, but could not stick the
So
landing.
we have dials down. We have 3 minutes left in the match.
Target lock.
You are whittling away. Alright, 2. That's the green. 2 bank to the right. And let's do a 1 bank fleet captain, followed by, as the action, let's probably should evade, but I'm actually going to do another technological stick this.
Yeah, I mean, I'm whittling away maybe, but I do not have the time to beat you with 2 dice at a time.
So combat phase.
Yeah.
Two hits.
2 hits.
And that's 0. So that's last shield gone and 1 normal damage, 1 face down damage to hull. Up above the card, so you know it's not Legion's.
Soon is down to 6 hull. but I believe Tristan is correct in his assessment. I'm not sure that there's going to be time. So moving into round.
All right, all set.
Round 9. Grissom's doing a 1 green.
All right, 1 forward. I'm still target locked. I'll just take an evade.
Okay. Oof. Okay, let's hope that stays on the board. That would be a really embarrassing way to end this.
No, you're good.
Yeah, okay. 4 come about for the soon.
So that's red. And I will tack on a 1 forward that's white. Right, combat phase. We are at what? Range 2?
2.
Just barely. All right, so I'm going to attack at range 2 with no mods, but with 9 dice this time. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 base plus 3 from technological distinction. Oh man, no battle station. So that's only going to be a 1,
3 hits.
2, 3 hits.
Three battle stations.
I don't get the Oberth doesn't get battle stations for whatever reason, so I'll spend my evade and lose my shields.
They're taunting us.
There's time.
Is that it? That's it.
I'll get the Grissom will finish its attack.
Crit
Then
battle station.
the target lock.
All right, hit
the crit.
So 1, you die. All right, so a hit and crit go through. That's gonna be there. I mean, I know it's not too much consolation prize, but the Grissom did far more damage to the Sum than the Sum did in return. So
roll a warp core breach.
Looks like a warp core breach was
Can
pulled.
we roll the attack die in the planning phase to see if that we don't have to see if the Sum blows up?
I mean, the game's got to be over now, but
like I'm not going to ask for a change to the outcome, but I want to know if we had, if we had a couple more seconds, if that would have won it.
All right, do you want to roll or me?
I think that you should.
Okay. All right, it's going to be this one down here off of the blue rolling mat.
You would have been fine.
All right. Well, that was a good game. It was I know it.
Yeah.
I can't speak for you, but it felt very cat and mouse to me.
I had couple points where if I had banked the HHV, I would have gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
You used your maneuverability to perfection.
No thanks.
Yes. All right, gentlemen. Good game. Good game. I definitely think I think your bump with your HHV there, Tristan, that hurt you some too.
Yeah. No. That if that had not happened, I'd have been able to hit him with I'd have been able to pour a lot of damage into the into the Sum before it before it fired, and then I might have been able to whittle it down with the or even be able to get one more shot on it with the HHV. So if I had completed that, had come about, that would have probably have won it for me.
Absolutely. So my count, the score is 67-50 to Andrew. Make
Okay.
sure you guys report to your local stat man the result. And I believe that means Andrew is moving on to, well, the promotion to the DS9 group.
All right, congratulations, man.
Oh, man. Does that mean I have to actually try? I can't-
Well, I mean, you can always, you can always come right back down next time.
I mean, I was sort of fantasizing about season 2 of Lower Decks, like, oh, let's just do a fleet of all Dauntlesses, just see what happens.
All right.
All right, gentlemen.
All right, thanks a lot,
No
and
problem.
thanks Jerry for filming this.
No problem. Have a good day. All right, so there you guys have it. And there you guys have it. We got Andrew coming in 67, Tristan 50. That puts Andrew up into the DS9 league now. That was a fairly good game, all around. Blah. Yeah, it was definitely, as they described it, was like definitely a good game of cat and mouse. Ships running every which way. There was another game that was going to get streamed today. However, this game kind of ran over. So that game is being recorded by Jeff Sonis and will get posted up on YouTube later. Jeff is also doing the commentating for that one. But I believe there is another game tonight. We have the reschedule from earlier between Chris and Eric. I have not been told the time yet. I just know I've been told that they are going to play. So as soon as I know a time, I'll get the post updated on Facebook. I will send out an alert in the Discord. And then if you haven't followed the channel and you just found us by random and you like what you see, give us a follow. That way you'll be alerted when we do go live with more of these matches from the Fremont Reformation League. Other than that, just a couple shout outs to some people who have definitely made this stream very smooth. First one goes out to Ebach for giving us the overlay, the nice overlay, LCAR overlay that we have here to use. Second shout out goes to Typhoron, who has done a lot of work on the mod with Chris, myself, and a lot of the improvements that we see. But he also did the Photoshop work for me, so I can get these nice overlay ships on here. And then the last shout out now goes to SciGuy86, Mr. Dan Ward. He graciously donated a new Alienware computer to do the streaming with, and it seems to be working fairly well. So thank you, gentlemen. The next game should be sometime tonight. I don't have a time, but the big match is coming up tomorrow between Joseph and Brian, and that'll be for the Fremont Reformation Championship. So thank you for watching. I hope you guys will tune in later, and then again tomorrow. Have a good night.